For me, it was really interesting to learn about ear training in the military because I never heard about this before. So, but of course, like once you start thinking about it, it completely makes sense. It's very important for the soldiers to know in order to stay safe and know what is going to happen to them or who's approaching and with which vehicles and everything. So it makes complete sense. And then I started thinking about the fact that, like, usually when you read notes and you see notes, you think about music and not just about sounds, and how sounds can be something very dangerous, while music is always associated with fun, happiness, or like something poetic and art, basically. But then I thought, okay, but it's the same with language. I mean, you can make a poem, but you can also make war propaganda with language. And it's in the end, it comes down like who uses it for what. Yeah. So yeah, it was really interesting for me. And I have to admit, my first thought was like, oh, what a clever way to educate the soldiers.
So I really like how the room is assembled in these different works because it's like really well put together with fitting shapes and colors and noises. That's not every exhibition manages to pull this off, and I'm also really interested in that you have so like two themes in this room, like the one about this idea of war and how war is perceived with the video work right next to the entrance, the game, and also the video of the regarding the Japanese sound training. Yeah, I'm really enjoying these comfortable couch like memorials, toppled memorials, with also the work that it's accompanying. Yeah, I kind of struggle to understand the last one without reading the context, but otherwise I really enjoyed.
My impression of this work, as said, I've watched it many times now, but I find it interesting also the way it's installed with those noise-canceling headphones that you really can concentrate on the sound and the noises, and that it's a different kind of viewing experience, so to say, because it's so based on the sounds, actually. You don't need the video. And I think that added to the whole exhibition where we were like concentrating on the image and now concentrating on sound and noises. I think that was kind of the idea behind it and what I found fascinating, this balance between those different senses.
It's hard to give like a full opinion. This exhibition it's very calm. I have not yet seen other works in it. There's two works that are related about sort of monuments and cities. One which is very nice about the no, I'm forgetting the name of it, in Paris, the big church that burned down. Like, I'm having a blank in my mind. And another one about an artist who removes colonial sculptures in cities, which is quite funny. The exhibition itself is, honestly, I find there's too much light inside the exhibition because there's a lot of video works and they tend to be sort of washed out. It needs to be darker, yes. Other than that, it's kind of a nice atmosphere. I haven't yet seen all the work, so I can't really say much more about it. But I'm really happy that the exhibitions exist inside of film festivals because it's a chance for people who work with like the moving image and sound to show their works not necessarily in a cinema space. So I really appreciate that about DocFest, that there's also the exhibition part of it.
The most impressive thing is like the capabilities that they must have to recognize all of the, or differentiate all of the different planes. It's like a bit like I'm totally impressed. It was a big wow for me because they talked about like 1 kilometers in the air, 3 or 5, and they can hear the differences in distances.